Hello everyone. Sarah here. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I am doing another Craft Roulette submission. I thought this one would be kind of fun. And I actually like doing these when I actually have the time to sit and create. Sometimes it's just, you just get busy and you just can't do it, unfortunately. But I have a free Saturday morning, so I'm going to see if I can create a card using these parameters. I'll just lift that up just in case you can't see it. So the project is artist choice, so that means I can do whatever I want, which means I'm going to do an A2 size card. Any two colors, it cannot be any more than that, other than browns, blacks, neutrals, and metallics. It must contain flowers and wood. So let's see how fast I can create this card. I will, of course, cut out most of this video, just the humming and hawing, and so we just get to a nice short video. For my wood grain, I am going to be using this infinity die. It has a nice wood grain frame. I thought that would be kind of fun to use. And that looks like this. It's a nice simple frame. The next thing I'm going to do is, I actually got this from winning one of the Craft Roulettes packages, and it came with a bunch of little different pieces of cardstock, and I thought I might as well use it. I thought that'd be a good use of my winnings. And what I'm going to do is, because I can only have two colors, I'm going to focus on my background, just giving a little bit of texture, but not taking away one of my colors. Grays are a freebie. So now I have some color or shade, texture, and it's not taking away any of my colors. For the colors, I am thinking I'm going to be using some yellows and greens because I need flowers and I want some greenery. So that is going to take up one of my colors. This is actually pretty challenging in this case because of that. So I'm going to do some ink blending. The ink blending I'm going to be doing is using this Gina K art stencil. It has some flowers and greenery. And it comes in 3 layers. Even though there's 2 stencils, it is a 3 layer. Actually, it might be 4 with the center there. And I actually got this from Crop and Create class. It used to be in person, but it's been online now. And I joined it for the first time in the spring, and I had a lot of fun with it. So great way of building up my stash and having a lot of fun watching teachers create and stuff. So if you're interested in that, definitely Google search Crop and Create. They are doing another one in the fall, although I think it's a waiting list now. So what I'm going to do now is just show you how to create these flowers and the greeneries with the stamps or the stencil. I'm going to be using a few colors, 3 for the flower and 2 for the greenery. But if you had a stencil like this, you actually don't need to use multiple colors. You can get away with 1. You just have to remember, when you do the first layer like I'm doing now, very, very, very lightly. So I'm kind of going a little bit heavy already. If you went even lighter, you can get away with using the second layer a little bit darker, and you'll get the similar effect, I should say. So you never have to worry about if you have enough inks or not. Of course, if it was me and I wasn't under the restriction of 2 colors, I definitely would go crazy and mix colors. I like to really go on the borderline of going muddy. If I can go that direction and get away with it, I find that a lot more satisfying than following a safe bet. Like, for example, I'm using 3 yellows in this case. Well, that's a very safe bet that you're not going to have an ugly flower. But that's just the way I like to do it. So definitely get out just have fun. Just really do it. And just play and see what kind of fun creations you can get. You don't need to have a realistic flower all the time. So that's how as simple as that. I went with 3 colors. What were they? I think it was, the first layer was lemon whip, then sunshine, and then sweet mustard. Those are the three colors. They're all Pinkfresh. For the greenery, it's only a 2-layer stencil, and this is grassy knoll, and then the darker color is going to be olive. And what I'm doing is I'm when I get the color, I dab it off a bit so it's not too concentrated, and then I go in a clockwise position and then counterclockwise, because when I'm working with a stencil, I want to make sure that I'm hitting all the edges equally. If you just go one way, like let's say counterclockwise, then you'll have a dark edge just on the one side. Of course, the harder you press, the darker the lines are. But it's simple as that. You just line up the stencils, and then you create these really fun flowers. I do not know if this is available on GinaK.com. I don't know if she released it. If it is, I will link it for you. But some of these products were not released for everyone, unless you took the Crop and Create course or seminar, or I'm not really sure what you call it. Funness. Anyways. So they also came with the coordinating dies, and I'm just going to cut those dies up, or those flowers up. I did create some more off camera, and I just realized that this one is missing the center, so I'll just fill that in very quickly. I just do a very soft touch with the first one, and then with the second one, same thing, a little bit more, and then it creates the double. Nothing too fancy there. And now I have all my pieces. Hopefully that's enough to create this card. So I bring my card back in. The first thing I'm going to do is glue down my pattern paper. I am going to use my foam tape that I got from Uline. It's actually, it's growing on me. It's not very sticky at first. Like, it feels really dry when you first put it on, but once you press it down, that's it. It's not coming up, and that's what I like about it. And you get a nice big roll of it. So if you're interested, go to Uline. It comes in a minimum of 2 rolls. You have to buy, and it's good. I thought it was a good price. Like, it's this big huge roll here. It's huge, and you get 2 of them. I thought it was quite cost effective. Of course, the shipping gets you, so you gotta. For me, I just had to make sure I bought other things to kind of justify paying for the shipping. So I'm just going to prop this foam. I'm making sure I want my. Do I want my design? I think I'm going to have it falling down. Up or down? Up or down? I can't decide. They both look pretty good. I'm going to have it. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have it up. I'm going to have it up. No turning back now. That's down. That's not coming up. Okay, so there's my frame. This is turning out. I love this. Look, I love the background, and with the wooden frame, that's kind of fun. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to have these laying around, and then I'm going to fill it in with some greenery. So let's just glue some of these puppies down. The first 2 I'm going to glue down right down to the card. And I kind of want to lift them up because I want to fill it. So got to make sure they're a little bit up. You want to make it look like it's full. And then I'm not going to press down immediately because I'm going to be doing some, I'm not going to press really hard because I'm going to do some tucking. And so this will just allow it so it won't slide on me while I try to put these other pieces in. And I did not mean to drop that. So now I got to try to cover that glue. So I'm just going to kind of stick that up. I kind of want to fill it up. Do you want it down here? And where's my third one? Right here. See, this is not. I might have to. I'm gonna trim this. Just. Yeah, that looks nice. So I think that's glued down. I'll glue this one. This is the 3-leaf. It doesn't. Pretty much what I'm trying to do is just kind of create a full looking bouquet of flowers and leaves. And sometimes we put it a little too low, and so then everything's just bundled and you have so much space on the top. So what I'm trying to do is just maneuver things kind of like if you're actually a florist and you're positioning flowers just so that they're bulked up, so they're looking like they're more full, even though you're using the same amount of leaves, just 3 leaves and 3 flowers, but you're kind of filling it up. So that's what I'm trying to do. And then for the last one, I am going to prop this up. And the reason you want to prop this up is because if you lay it flat, it's going to get lost on these other ones, or the other ones will get lost as well. So by propping it up, you are now creating more definition, more height, and it's not by much. I have very little. But as you can see now, it looks, there's depth to it. Okay. Now for the sentiment. I was at a friend's house and I had this thing from Simon Says. It was all black. And then my friend had a foiler. I think it's a mink, it might be called. And then she put the foil on it and heated it or laminated it maybe. So I am going to use one of these sentiments. And now we have the sentiment with thanks. And I think I'm going to have it slightly off, kind of like that, and I am going to lift that up as well. I'm just going to use some of these little foam squares just because it's going to be a little bit easier than cutting up that big roll. These also are a tad bit thicker, so it will give it a little bit more height. I don't think we're going to notice it at all, but mainly using it just to for ease, because it's such small little squares. These squares are from scrapbook.com. I recommend, if they are on sale, they do it a couple times a year maybe, stock up, because they go half off of their own products. So if you're looking for quick or cheaper alternatives just to as a fill in your stash, definitely check out scrapbook.com. I do it just to get some of their products, like the glues and stuff, because if you run out, I mean, they're not bad, but if you have your favorite, well, these are good backups. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Is that straight? No. It's not straight. No, it is not. Yeah, good enough. It is good enough. Okay. Now, I do want to add a little bit of sparkle to this. I always forget to do this. Just add a little bit of stickles to the kind of the brownish area. And we'll just kind of tuck that in there. That might actually make for an extra little bit of glue. That will, it will dry flat. So it's not going to be a big bubble. I'm just going to smooth it out a bit. So there we go. That was actually, let's make sure. Hold on. Okay. So Artist Choice Project, A2 size card, 2 colors, green and yellow. Brown is free, metallics is free, gray is free to use, flowers, and wood, the wood grain frame. I definitely think this is a fun way of using up your products, trying new things, getting creative. Always, you can check out the other submitters and see what they've done to get inspiration. That's my whole thing, is inspiring people to just have fun, be creative. So obviously there are a lot of talented people out there that you can grab inspiration from as well. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you've enjoyed this card. I hope it has brought a smile to your face and that maybe you can pass that on to others. Until the next time, have a wonderful day. Take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye.